gosh.
You were mean to me the last time we spoke.
Oh, I was?
Yes!
Well,
Bitch.
it's not like you're mean to me every time we speak,
That's
bitch.
fair.
Yeah, I know it's fair. Fuck off.
Whenever people say fuck off, I think of chickens.
Why? Oh, okay, okay. I get it now. Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit of some
God
I
damn.
I have to get into the Rue accent. I haven't done it. I haven't done it.
What
Okay,
if
hold on.
we sold liter size
I don't
of
like where this is going.
tears
Of Cole's jizz.
breast?
Nope.
Oh, we went in different directions.
I mean, they're both equally white stuff.
I was gonna say blood.
Isn't human breast milk like brown?
No, it can be pink, fun
know.
fact, and blue. There's like a very...
It can be blue, it can be.
It can... God damn
I
it.
could be brown, I could be blue, I could be
I could be
violet, I could be purple.
It
I
depends.
can be violet milk.
It depends on what you eat. That changes the color of it.
So if I like ate a bunch of like, not that I'm lactating. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
lactating
yeah.
currently.
However, in
But if I ate
hypothesis,
like a bunch of vitamins, like piss, would it be like bright yellow?
like, are you saying you're
I didn't
gonna
know piss was a
drink
vitamin.
piss
Was it
and then
vitamin?
lactate?
No, I just like, you know how when you pee after eating a lot of vitamins,
Yeah.
it's like bright neon yellow. Would that
Yeah.
happen to my hypothetical breast milk?
Well,
No.
considering the fact that breast milk
Hypothetical.
is opaque,
Air quotes.
I don't think it would come out.
Oh, so it'd be like kind of opaquely yellow.
Yeah, I feel like it would have a tinge.
It'd be like
Yeah.
oat
Possibly.
milk. It'd be like oat milk. Like, you know how the oat milk has
The
like a
person that
slight
you're talking
brownish
about romancing.
tinge.
Oh, I was talking about the fact that the twink that you're talking about romancing all the time is literally talking about opaque breast milk, and Cole is feeling that.
I'm not even in character yet, bro. Relax.
Yeah, you're always in character.
Do you want me to give you an option to talk about opaque breast milk in character?
No.
No.
I don't think Magnus would talk about opaque breast milk. I think he would sit there like this, like intrigued with the conversation, but he's not going to add to it.
Truthfully, Rue would
Cole, are you
like
Wolverine now?
No.
go into like the actual like
The actual science of it, like she would full on
the
delve
medical
in.
side of, like,
and,
breast milk.
and he's
Like,
just
yeah,
like,
this is why it does that. This is why it does this. So scientifically,
I feel like
if she had any knowledge in like modern science,
out of the
Cole
men
does not.
in T-bows, because I know that men have a weird like temptation to try breast milk. Out of the men of T-bows,
It's more of a
I
dick
have
here.
never
I'm
in
more
my
of a dick
life
here.
felt the
Yeah.
temptation to drink breast milk.
really?
I don't
I've
think I
joked
wanna be
about it
Okay.
many times,
Okay.
but I do not want to drink a female's breast milk. No, thank you. I'm good.
I'm more
Like not
ridiculous.
even just like putting it in your coffee and just drinking it. Like what would
I don't
happen?
drink
What would
coffee,
hang on.
so no.
What would happen if you accidentally
Ugh.
ingested it?
I'd be
Like and you
fine with
found
that.
out. Okay.
I
But like
I don't
with
want
the
I
knowledge
don't want to make the conscious decision to be like
To
yes,
choose
I want
to drink
suck on a tit.
No. You're not sucking on the
to-
tit. You're
to
drinking it
consume-
from you're
to
drinking it
consume breast milk.
you're drinking it from a
I wonder
glass.
what the audience members are thinking right now.
I don't know.
To drink it from a glass, I think would be worse.
To drink it from a glass would be
Yeah.
worse than drinking
well, 'cause
it from
then
the
you
nip.
have to go through the preparation.
Well,
right? Like-
okay. What about this? It's the same thing as pouring it from a fucking jug. It just comes from a human instead of a cow.
Okay, Alice, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I don't want to drink breast milk.
Yes, but I'm saying hypothetically, if it came in a jug form, would you drink the breast milk?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so
So it's the conscious. It's the conscious
would you
decision
harvest that? How would you harvest?
with a
Get a
pump.
breast pump.
With a
Yeah.
pump. You don't sit there and just like milk your boob. It comes from a pump, it goes into
Like
a
a
thing,
fucking
and
cow.
it into a bottle.
Volunteer. Who would volunteer?
How do you think?
Let me get the bucket.
No.
Bo's next farm.
You're not getting it. You're not getting it because obviously if it's produced like cow milk,
Like cows.
you need women farms.
Zoe, women will store their breast milk to continue to breastfeed when they're not lactating to breastfeed
Right.
their children.
But that's not gonna last forever.
See, okay, but here's the thing. It's not
Does
for commercial.
cow milk last forever?
It's not
No,
for
that's why we
commercial
have cow
use.
farms.
We don't need people farms. We have so many people.
I feel like
Volunteer.
it could be a thing that you
No,
could buy off of
what is the
Etsy.
world you're living in? Anyway, I bought goat milk the other day.
Oh my god, bye.
There's powdered breast milk.
Your bot,
That doesn't
your
count.
bot left.
Powdered breast milk does not surprise me.
There's-
I mean, that makes sense.
There's soap. The closest thing that you could get to it is soap, off of Etsy.
What?
Wait, soap?
Yeah,
Flavored- breast milk flavored soap?
Why
I
are
don't
you
think
using
is
flavor?
right.
It's it's you're not eating it, Cole. It's not a little chocolate bar. It is soap.
Every time I'm around soap, I'm like.
Well, no, it's the same thing. Like, what do you call
It's-
different variants of deodorant? It's a deodorant
Scent.
flavor.
It's a
No,
scent.
it's not.
Actually,
It's a
I just
scent,
couldn't-
not the
couldn't think of the
flavor.
word.
You're not unscrewing your
scent.
fucking
It's a
deodorant and
fragrance.
taking a chomp out of
Wait,
it,
am I learning
Zoe.
that,
I do take a
am
big
I learning
chomp
that
out of.
people don't? Am I
No one-
learning
Zoe, why is your
something
mic so
that
loud?
maybe I should have? I don't know. Why is she? What? I don't know.
Wait,
So no
you
one
guys
here
eat
eats
your
their deodorant?
deodorant like a popsicle?
No.
Oh my
there's
god! Can we
Austin.
start the fucking
I'm
episode?
glad that
I've been eating it
Three.
with the wrapper on this whole time.
3,
Oh my
Dude.
god.
3, 2, 1.
Hang on, I'm not ready.
Fuck
Why would you
off!
assume I'm ready. Why would you assume that? Okay, go
So-
ahead.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Breast Milk and Destinies.
No.
Before we continue, I'd like to ask
No! No! Nope! 3,
For context, audience,
No.
Alice is going to keep it in.
3,
Alice is going to keep it
Three.
in. A 30-minute conversation about breast milk.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Dungeons and Destinies. Before I continue, I'd like to ask all of my players to say hi.
Hi.
Jesus
Hey.
fucking Christ.
Oh.
I'm writing that in the quote book.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Before we continue, Aaron, how are you feeling this fine night?
Like garbage.
Oh,
Oh no.
well, we were going to keep it to a short one anyway, so we'll probably end at 10 tonight rather than 10:30.
That's amazing. Thank you.
That being said, I have a couple disclaimers before we begin. Firstly, all the music and ambiance you're going to hear. Oh my god! I was gonna do the audios, but we were talking about breast milk and I forgot. We'll do it after.
The what?
Firstly,
Okay.
all the music and ambiance you're going to hear in tonight's episode was made by the wonderful Michael Gilfie. Check him out on YouTube and Spotify, along with his partner Philip Melvin. That's MichaelGhelfi. Check them out. They are great composers and do fantastic and epic stuff. Next, all the character art you see on screen is made by the wonderful Alice, the player from Magnus. Chances are you're checking this out from either of her channels, either Twitch or YouTube, so make sure to give those a follow because she's hilarious and really good at what she does. She recently uploaded a Poppy's Playtime video, I believe. That might have been a couple weeks ago. I don't really remember. I don't check your channel that often, Alice. Sorry. Also, all the maps and tables you see on screen are made by me using free assets such as FA Mapmaking. FA Mapmaking stands for Forgotten Adventures. They're great and they have a ton of free assets for making tabletop role-playing maps online, so check them out. You can also pay them money. You can buy different tokens. You can buy whole pre-made maps if you want to. Lastly, we do have a TikTok. Check out Dungeon and Destinies. That's DungeonAnddestinies on TikTok. And give us a follow because the manager for that, Jester, the roommate for the player for Daenerys, is pretty freaking great.
He's
He's great. Now, would anyone else like to say anything before we start? Welcome back to the sand and sheriff-filled world of Aracretia. Last we left off, our players had finished the combat that they were involved in with what they now know as a member of Silas's crew, the Ebony Syndicate. As they finished up the fight, God damn it! It can never be. My life can never be easy, can it? No, you guys bully me all the time.
You do that to us all of the time.
I don't know what you're talking
May
about.
I remind you
Anyway,
of the 50 pictures
Shut-
you
Anyway.
sent in a row.
Shut.
Cade. As they finished the fight, they were confronted by 3 guards that Aether had so kindly led to the room, as Bo had literally called, "Find the guards." She went to go find them. She led a group of 3 guards, each named different things that I totally have in front of me and don't have to look up right now because I forgot to do that.
One of them's named
Nice.
Sarah.
Totally.
The other one's named.
Sarah, Amelia, and
Sarah
David.
Willingham.
Yeah, Sarah Willingham. Sarah immediately recognized Bo and embraced him, as Bo had worked under her in the town or the city of Yawthorn as his time as a guard. The rest of the party were questioned with brief interjections and just overall questions by Sarah. But of course, this was all after the major moment of Magnus dying and the party having to scramble to save his life, going through the large amount of shit that Magnus had. All the while, Magnus was in some other world discussing things with some other people. And when worst came to worst, something else stepped in and saved the day. The party pulled Magnus back from the brink, and after they were questioned, I believe we ended the session, with Aether and Daenerys starting to write out a scroll or a spell to retrieve the lost memories in Lothric's head. So, you all currently stand in the room that was Ruse inside the Wizard's Foxfire Inn. This room has been slightly destroyed due to your overall antics. There's a large kind of cinder-filled hole in the wall where a bolt of lightning shot through it. There's a couple of bullet holes in the opposite door to the opposite wall to the door, rather, and quite a lot of smoke still billowing out of the remaining bathroom and kind of dressing. The 5 of you stand. Lothric, or Magnus, you sit up with your back against the wall, Rue kind of forcing you there, even though you're kind of perfectly fine. Bo, you stand closest to Sarah Willingham. The rest of you are sort of just waiting as she has asked you these questions. The cool night air of Solili, of Nawadu, streams in through the open doors behind her. The child healer that was brought in to check you over, Magnus, has just left, and you are all free to do as you wish. Daenerys, because you actively wanted to engage in writing a scroll or that spell with your mother, why don't you give me an Arcana check?
Gotcha.
With advantage, because you have seen a spell that does the very thing you're looking for.
Cool.
Eee.
21.
21. Seeing Theogen and your mother both write and create spells practically on the spot, and having a little bit of practice doing so yourself, you manage to start constructing a spell circle that might be able to replicate the effects of the Mimdel spell with severe help from your mother.
Cool.
All right.
Am I giving
Alright.
her any direction, or is it just like she's giving direction?
She's more giving you direction than you giving
Okay,
her.
okay. Cool.
And with that, you are all free to do as you wish, as Sarah Willingham kind of takes her piece of paper and rolls it up and puts it in her side satchel. Still wearing her poncho, she kind of looks around and says, well, that's all the questions I have. If there's anything you need to know, we will be stationing a full watch outside. I highly suggest you all hunker down in the same room for tonight in case there's another attack. But apart from that, we're going to try and send word to to his lordship, his highness, to get this straightened out. And as she says that, you watch as like the head of Sherwin, the kind of scruffy hair, like pops out from behind the door. Oh, excuse me, Sheriff. Is there any reason you're questioning the party I was meant to oversee? And you see Sarah, before she turns to him, kind of just like her shoulders drop and she rolls her eyes as she turns around and says, no, Sherwin, we'll be going now. Yes, ma'am. It's good to see y'all.
Evening, Sherwin.
Where? We didn't see Sherwin during the entire fight, did we?
Nope, he was gone.
Great. Thanks for the help, buddy. So, whose room do we want to stay in? Obviously, Lothrix is a little cindered before, and then this one isn't, faring too much better,
So
I don't
as you're saying that,
suppose.
Rue, Sherwin and Sarah are going to start walking out. Amelia will start dragging behind the unconscious body of the last assassin, or rogue. And they leave the room and shut the doors behind them.
Do we want to hunker down in mine?
I frankly
Yeah.
could not care less.
We'll do that. Anywhere. I'm just glad we have permission to all stay together, because there was no way that wasn't happening.
Yeah, no, that's not happening again.
Yeah.
If anyone ever tells me for
It seems
fucking
like this
appearances,
happens
they can
every
kiss my
single.
ass.
Sorry.
I know about every time that I feel like
Every
we're forced
time.
to stay apart,
It's almost like
something.
it's almost like one of us keeps saying that we shouldn't do that, but let me go get my bedroll, and I'm gonna get up off the floor.
I'll like help him up, help him up.
I'm actually gonna
Do you need?
put my shit back together first.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Forgot
It's-
about all your shit on the ground.
You're gonna
Don't
be
say it
up
like
all
that.
night doing that.
It's my stuff, though.
It's
You really did not need to have
You're-
all of this in separate bags, inside of other bags,
It's
inside of other bags,
organized.
inside of a
precious
box.
stuff.
It's
almost
organized. That's fine.
Your
That
precious-
is not organized.
Organize my ass.
It is organized. If you know how to access everything, especially with a bag of holding, you put your hand in, ask for what you want, pull it out, you have the thing that you want. As long as it's in the bag of holding.
Would have been great to know that before,
Are you
we had to
fucking
put you in a
serious?
life or death situation.
Putting all of my shit back, making sure I have everything. Grabbing all my junk.
I
Alex,
just walked
roll a
into my
history check
room.
for me.
Can I have with advantage, possibly?
No, you just died.
That's fair. 8.
You don't know if you have everything, but you might. You have way too much shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just put everything away, sort it out in the morning,
Okay.
and then go get.
And are you and your mom coming in here too, or are you staying in a room with each other?
I think that we'll stay in the room with each other.
Alright.
Very well. We still do have our own room available, and I can set a couple wards if it will make you feel a bit better, Tam.
Yeah,
Is that
I
what
mean,
your friends call you? I'm trying to
Well.
seem cooler to them.
Oh.
Do you hear that? No, do I hear that?
What's your passive perception?
Do
Actually,
any
roll a
of
perception
us-
check for me.
Do it.
Oh my god, that's so fucking cute.
You can
I'm
all
not
roll.
gonna
You can
roll.
all roll perception.
trying
checks
to be
for me.
swag
I'm
with the,
not
with the
going to,
Zoomers.
Put the
because
hip
it's
with the
too
kids.
focused on Magnus.
11.
Hello, fellow
Um,
kids.
14.
So anybody who rolled above a 10,
I got an
you definitely
18.
hear it.
Alright.
Rue is invisible to hip with the coolness because
To
Rue
hip
is
with the kids.
constantly trying to be hip with the kids.
Rue's constantly trying to act her age around us, and it's just visibly bad.
Oh yes,
I don't-
36 fucking thousand.
How would
mean,
you?
That's what they choose to call me. I never really discussed it, I guess.
Well, in that
Oh,
case.
you're not.
Okay. Good. You know, yeah. Magnus, I'll go with
Right.
you to help you.
Lothric, would you mind joining us for just an hour or so? That way we can try to make the spell a bit better to try and reclaim your memories.
Yeah, yeah, I could do that.
All right, and you might want to get your armor as well.
Oh, right. I almost forgot about that.
I-
And he goes and, like, looks for his armor. Was it in the room? They brought everything
in
from
your
that
room.
destroyed room?
It's in your room with the destroyed bed. It's still kind of set out on the table that was next to the door.
Okay. I guess then I'll look around. I think it might be in the other room. I'm gonna go and get it then.
All right. Well, we will be. The door will be open whenever you're ready.
Thank you. I can't stop staring at Cole's tits.
For the audience members wondering for context, Cole tied his t-shirt into a crop top and is ridiculously stretching out his neckline.
It's way too close to my neck.
Boobs.
Boobas!
Anyways, Magnus, you get the bed, and I do not want to hear a damn complaint. You are getting that damn bed.
I have to go get my bedroll. I'm gonna go do that.
No.
I'm not sleeping in the bed.
No.
And you're not
You
gonna
get the
make me.
bed.
You're sleeping on the bed.
You're not gonna make me.
Yes, I am.
I can pick you up.
He's like currently
I can't,
walking
but
out to go to his room.
Rue's gonna like reach out, like grab Magnus's hand. Stop.
You
Well,
just
seeing
died.
as
Lothric just died.
you almost died.
One moment, please. Sorry. Rue, as you touch Magnus's hand, why don't you roll a medicine check for me?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Magnus is categorically
God.
undead.
Damn. Okay, that's a. You said medicine?
Yeah.
25.
Oh fuck! Shit! Oh god!
Oh. Uh-oh. I know pose. Oh, no. I don't like that smile.
I don't like that smile.
Oh.
You just
Am I
loaded
dead?
in, like, just now. I don't like that smile.
Am I dead?
So as soon as like Rue grabs onto Magnus's arm, she's going to like immediately pull away
This hurts so much.
and just kind of like you can stop. Yeah, there you go. And she's just kind of like be bewildered for a second before she like continues. You just died.
Lothric just died
We almost
an hour ago.
lost you. That doesn't matter. Yes, it matters, but
Bo is like lifting up
Thank
his
you.
finger, and as you say that, it's just. Alright.
too many people have died, and
Look.
I can't do it.
Look,
Please take the bed. Please, I don't want to argue with you. Please.
Hey DM, I'm gonna have Lothric roll for intimidation.
why?
Either you're going to
Hang on.
lay down,
Oh, okay.
or we're going to tie you to the bed.
Okay,
You're
no.
clearly
Okay, no.
almost injured. You need
No.
to lay down.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not going to do.
1, hot. 2, if it bothers you that much, I
It
will
does.
lay on the bed.
Thank you.
You guys just see Tan staring at this whole situation like, God.
God damn.
I know. I don't get it either.
Okay? We good?
Okay.
Yes.
I think
Now
so.
go.
Alright.
Thank
Ooh,
you.
Bo's room. We're going to Bo's room. Road trip to Bo's room.
Road trip to Bo's room.
Alright, Lothric, Daenerys, if you wouldn't mind joining me. As Aether begins to step around, her talons kind of clacking on the floor as she opens one of the 2 doors, steps out, and heads towards Daenerys' room.
Penny promptly
Lothric's
follows.
gonna go ahead and follow.
Okay. What are the rest of ye doing?
We are
Making
going
sure Magnus
to
stays in bed.
Bo's room, and we are huddling
Magnus,
up for
are
the
you
night.
going to your room?
Apparently I'm getting
You
hurted.
do have things that you left in there.
Yeah. I do want to still go get those. And then we can go to
Okay.
Bo's room. I'm gonna go
Okay.
pick up my bedroll. I'm gonna go get my hidden coin purse and everything else that I've left in my room.
Roll a history check to see if you remember where it is.
You fucking bastard.
Remember, you hit it so well.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Dude.
24.
Watch it not be enough.
Okay. You hit it with a 21. You managed to find it.
Yeah, baby! Magnus, you watch as Magnus, like, hops up on the table, grabs one of the rafters, lifts himself up, grabs his coin purse, hops back down,
Are you fucking serious?
pops it on his belt.
No,
Why?
that was not bad. I would have done the same thing. I don't blame him.
We got fucking robbed,
Rue was like
Rue.
trying her hardest not to like scold Magnus for like doing the obviously strenuous activity that it is to jump
Hops
on the
up on
rafter.
table. And he's gonna
Like
put
she's
away
like
his
clenching
bedroll.
her fist and just kind of like trying to stand very normal, and she's obviously not normal about this.
And then I'm gonna
Um,
grab. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
Putting away my bedroll.
Rude, do you want to take the chair? There's a chair in there. I don't know. I don't know what you want to do.
Do I?
I'm gonna take the
What makes you
blankets
think a chair would be comfortable?
off of the bed and all the extra pillows.
There's like a love seat.
Is there? Okay,
Yeah,
never
there's
mind.
like a love seat.
If you don't
You can
mind,
chill in the love
There's a
seat.
couple of them.
the chair would be nice if you're not opposed.
I don't know. Go ahead. I don't care.
Okay.
Besides, I hurt my back during that fight. I need to sleep on the floor.
Got like
God, I love flaying on the floor.
bedrolls, the blankets from my room, the pillows from my room. Of like, okay, let's go.
Pillow fort!
I'm ready.
If you're walking,
It's like
one of the blankets is like dragging on the ground as you're walking like a toddler to the other room.
absolutely I am. Absolutely I am.
Okay.
Sleep over.
So as that's all that's happening, Daenerys and Lothric, you currently sit in Daenerys' room with Aether. Daenerys, you've laid out your scroll on the ground. You draw a very intricate spell circle. Aether kind of like looks it up and down. Lothric, are you able to remember anything else?
Well, it's kind of fuzzy, but honestly, not really. The earliest memory that I have is, I guess, when I first begin my travels.
Your earliest memory in general?
Yeah.
Like
When
you
I-
don't remember where you're from or
Nothing about your childhood.
Like, does Lothric remember that? I remember we went
Yeah.
over this
Yeah, he does.
briefly. Yeah. Okay.
yes. Everything that
Yeah,
you
I
lost
rem-
was in the past 3 months.
Okay, and he knows that, or no?
He doesn't know the time frame, but you know that as the player.
Okay. Well, I kind of remember roughly anything that happened a few months back, but up to this point, that's all I can recall.
Very interesting. Seems like you've
Um,
lost quite a bit then.
Yes, Daenerys, maybe you can ask him a couple questions about shared experiences you've had and try to drum up something.
Do you remember visiting the town of Cobalt?
Lothric does still have my journal, by the way.
Yes, he does.
I don't think Lothric's read it yet, but
You flip through
I don't. Okay. Well, I personally don't think I've ever heard of Cobalt, but according to Magnus's journal, that's where we've been in recent events.
Right.
We've traveled through there and done quite a lot.
So tell me, Lothric, do you remember anything about King Oslo?
Who's King Oslo?
King of Livlaka?
Never heard of him.
You do know that Livliker, Salili, you know all the state-dumb names. You were kind of forced to learn them as you were a fighter in the Imperial Force.
Okay. Well, it's not quite true. I know roughly certain information about it, but I don't think I've ever met him
I see.
or been to Cobalt.
Does Lothric still have his matron pin?
Yes, Lothric, you would have it pinned to your undershirt. Also, really quick, before we forget, Lothric, you don't have most of your left hand.
Oh, fuck. I guess he'll like.
Before.
Wait,
Uh,
hold on. Does he still have, like, the robo hand?
Yeah, he has a robo hand.
Okay, I thought you were saying that it got shattered in the fighters.
So
No.
Daenerys is gonna be like, I do have some unfortunate news for you. And she's like, can you hold out your hands, please?
Okay, and he holds out his hands. Oh my god, what happened to my hand?
Oh my god, my nails!
So, when we were in Spectre Isle, we came across a barrier we shouldn't have passed like we did, and you lost a few fingers.
I'm guessing this is permanent then. How the hell did I get this metal hand? My fingers are gone.
Our compatriot, Bo, crafted it for you.
Wait, who crafted it?
Bo, the one with the funny hat.
Oh, you're talking about the one that
Hey.
looks like a cowboy.
Yes, yes.
Well, that's awfully kind of him. I'll have to thank him for that.
Yes, you've expressed your gratefulness. I'm hoping we can get your memories back, but it's surprising to me you didn't notice this beforehand.
Oh, well, sorry, I wasn't quite focusing on that. I was focusing on the battle.
Of course. What else is there? Oh, do you remember your familiar?
Wait, I have a familiar.
Yeah, it's like some sort of rhinoceros or something.
Where is he? I
don't
don't
know.
remember owning a rhinoceros.
You have the ability to summon him.
Well, I think I might be able to if I tried, but I'd have to,
You named him
I
Tempest.
guess, figure that out somehow.
Right. Let's see, what else? You for sure don't remember my name at all.
It was it Tenaris, right?
Well, you don't remember anything about me.
Besides tonight, I don't think I've met you at all in my entire life.
It's quite unfortunate. We've been traveling for quite some time. I do have to say you always make the best meals.
At that,
Well.
Lothric, please roll a history check for me. And a wisdom
Ooh.
saving throw.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Kills Lothric with a
Okay,
compliment.
13 on history, and then... Oh, fuck. 29 on the wisdom saving throw.
You got a 29?
Yeah, my wisdom is +7, and I get +2 on saves.
No, not your wisdom save.
Yeah,
Oh, it is a +7.
plus
What
7.
the fuck, dude? God damn.
I don't know if that went up with my level or what. I
I
always
think-
remember being
If
stupid.
I'm not mistaken, it seems like it's already applying to +2.
I mean, there's a little icon that says +2 on saves.
Yeah, but that's just to let you know that you have that.
Oops.
That's insane.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you, Zoe.
Sorry.
So
What'd you
it'll be
roll?
a 27,
If
which
you
is
wanna-
still ridiculous. What was the first roll?
It was a 13.
13. So
Yep.
as she like compliments your cooking, you feel like a very like almost you feel a memory way in the back of your head. You can't quite grasp it, and it's almost right there, but you can't quite get to it. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, I think I remember cooking quite well, but the memory eludes me. I can't quite remember what I cooked. Or the recipe. Was it good?
Oh, it was very, very good. I mean, we always have you cook. In fact, you had a cook-off with another cook on the way here. I don't really remember where, but it was quite extravagant.
Did I win?
Yes, you did.
That's
Quite often.
outstanding.
I always wondered where you got your expertise in cooking.
Well, I can't quite explain that memory, because I don't remember. I think it just came naturally.
It's incredible. What else? Do you remember the death of Abe Gromor?
Who the hell's Abe?
Okay, don't worry about that. Do you remember rebuilding the city?
No, I don't remember rebuilding a city at all.
Say, Daenerys like shifts around her robe and finds her matron pin. You should have a pin that looks exactly like this. Do you remember where you have that?
Well, I think I looks up and sees it pinned.
Logic, roll a history check for me and a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, fuck. That's 1 on history. And a 9 on the save.
Okay. That could have been better.
I rolled
I'm not gonna lie.
2s.
It
I
could
rolled
have been
2
better.
2s.
You do have inspiration if you want to use one of those.
Yeah, I'll use it on the
Friendly reminder.
wisdom. Let me get rid of that. Okay, cool. Uh, 21 on wisdom.
Okay. Yeah, you're not able to drum anything up based on the pen, fortunately.
So you're saying this is a matron pin?
Yes, you're a matron for the car.
Well, that's quite the promotion. I don't really got it, but if it's important, I better keep it close then.
Well,
It's quite pretty. I like it.
let's hope this Mimdov spell brings that memory back, because that's kind of important.
I honestly hope it works too, after everything you guys have been saying about past memories that I can't recall.
Right. Well, would you like to proceed then?
I would.
And they'll get to work.
Okie dokie! Artichokes! So,
I hate artichokes.
I
Shut
don't
the fuck up! No,
fucking
you
care.
don't.
Alright.
I love you, Austin. Rue, Bo, and Magnus, you all bed down for the night. Is there anything you would like to do before you go?
Lay
Is
on the
there-
floor.
Anything in my memory of experiencing something like Magnus has?
Of dying?
No, like the thing that I experienced in the Whispers.
Oh,
Dingus.
you know, why don't you roll a history check and roll another medicine check for me?
Yeah, sure. Do medicine.
I'm not gonna lie, I literally forgot about that until just now.
Okay, let's see. A 15 for the medicine, or no, sorry, for the history, and then a 19 for the medicine check. Jesus.
So a 13 for the history check?
No. Wow, I sorry, that's me. That's on me. 15 for the
15
History
for the history
check.
check. 19 for the medicine check.
yes.
No, you don't
No.
recall knowing anything about this. Yeah, the medicine check tells you that this is fucking weird and it shouldn't be happening.
Okay. Sick. Love that. I am just not going to go into my meditative state for a while. Just
Okay.
kind of watching over everyone to make sure everyone's okay.
Okay, so would you like to take your long rest at the end of, like, everybody else's long rest, or, like, halfway through, or, you know, how late are you going to be staying?
Pretty late until like 3 in the morning.
Okay, so you won't take a long rest then.
Okay. Okay.
You sure?
Hmm.
Are you sure?
No.
Something tells me you should take a long rest.
Something
Something tells me you should take a fucking long rest, dude.
Okay. No, I'm not sure. She'll go to bed
Okay.
at midnight.
All right.
Midnight
You
makes
know,
stay
light
up.
intuition.
It's about 10 p.m. anyway. So you stay up for a couple hours. Magnus and Bo, is there anything you two want to get done before you head off to Sleepytown Junction?
Walking like into the room with the blankets and the pillows in hand, like knowing that Magnus is gonna have to sleep on that bed, he just kind of like tosses the blankets and pillows down, and he just stares at it for a second, like fucking with one of his fingers on his nails, before he tries to roll out his bedroll and sleep on the floor.
No. No.
Please, somebody else take the fucking bed.
What did we agree? What did
No.
we agree? Look at me.
I
What
don't
did we
want-
agree? I don't really care. I didn't want you to die. None of us get what we want today.
I didn't want to die either.
Get in the bed. Get in the bed.
Okay. Well, you did.
I'm gonna get in the bed.
Get in the bed.
I'm not gonna be happy,
Bed.
but I'm gonna get in the bed and I'm gonna crawl into the bed. I'm gonna fucking like.
It'll make me feel better if you go in the bed.
Okay.
Don't fucking guilt
Magnus,
trip me
as
into
you
this.
get in the bed, you feel something like kind of hard underneath the small of your back as you lay in the bed.
Can I like what it is?
Yeah. It feels like a rock.
Pull it out. Pull out the rock.
It is your sending stone.
Oh.
Is what? Sorry.
Okay.
Magnus'
Was it-
stone of sending.
Was it like was I just laying on it, or was it just like it was under the mattress?
You were laying on it.
Okay.
It probably fell out one of your pouches that
Okay.
you had on.
I'm gonna just palm it. And just like hold it close to my chest for a moment. I don't think I'm gonna use it tonight, but I'm gonna just use it. I'm gonna just hold it. Fuck.
Okay.
And Magnus is gonna lay there for like a corpse for a while.
Okay.
It's really disturbing.
Seen this before.
This is like deja vu.
Fucked
Too
up,
soon.
guys. Fucked
Too
up.
soon.
I'm hilarious.
Mo.
Laugh at my joke.
Love you.
I'm sitting on the floor writing in my journal and just scribbling.
Okay. Sure. Is that it? Is that all you want to do before you head to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay, when after like an hour. Okay, so I'm spacing this out like because Rue's passing out at night, so I'm assuming like from 10 to 11 he's scribbling in the journal. From 11 to 12 he's going to use an artificer thing.
Okay. What would you like to do?
He's going to use Cole, I have a question. Does the... No, never mind. Hold on. No, I misread something. Never
Great
mind. I'm just scribbling in the
question.
journal. I'm sorry.
No, you're
I
okay.
misread the ability. So I'm
No, you're
just
good.
going to be scribbling until midnight.
Okay. That brings us back over to Lothric, Daenerys, and Aether. As the hour or so passes, Lothric, Daenerys and Aether kind of complete this spell circle. It looks like gobbledygook for you. Daenerys, you have in your hand a rather rudimentary Mimdel spell. You don't need to do the same preparation as the one before, but you will need to collect a hair and make a paste out of everyone who will be participating.
She'll go ahead and do that. Does she know that she doesn't have to make the other paste?
Yes, you're the one that would have made the spell.
Okay.
You still have to ingest it, but you don't need
Right.
like, you know, the diamond, the copper, and all that.
So what's required for this spell is going to be less than last time I did this. Not that you remember Lothric, but it's good for me to prepare you. So I'm gonna make a simple paste, and we'll all consume it, and then we'll be ready for the Mimdal spell.
What do you need from me exactly?
I need a hair, please.
One of my hairs. He
Yes.
points to his head.
Yeah.
Okay, one or like multiple?
Oh, one will do just fine.
I guess Lothric will pluck a hair out of his head.
Okay.
Here.
Thank you. And then she takes one of her feathers and one of her mother's feathers, and then creates the powder, paste, whatever.
Okay.
All right.
Do you ingest it?
She tells everyone that we all need to ingest this, and we'll be ready.
Okay.
Alright then, if you're
Aether
sure. And
takes a small
Lothric goes
pinch and-
ahead and
And Tanurus does as well.
ingests this goop.
Goop. Okay, and the next step would simply be joining hands and having Lothric and the rest of you close his eyes and having Lothric reopen his eyes.
All right. Grab my hand, Lothric,
Okay.
and then
Goes ahead and grabs the hand.
grab my mother's hand.
Okay.
Then we join
Grabs her
hands.
mother's hand.
Now we all close our eyes, and in the count of 3, you open yours, Lothric.
Okay. Lothric will close his eyes.
All right. 1, 2, and 3.
And he opens.
Okay, so Daenerys, roll an Arcana check for me with disadvantage.
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 What is my modifier? 4. Oh. My lowest roll was a 10, so it's a 14.
Okay. Lothric, as you open your eyes and Aether and Daenerys both open theirs, for the next hour and a half, you guys go on a fucking trip. It's not your memories, Lothric. You're going through something. Like, it's eye-opening, to say the least. You know, like shrooms, LSD, kind of.
Oh, I was about to say, I just did
It's your
shrooms.
Mississippi Queen scene from Lurk of the Show.
Yeah.
The 3 of us just ingested DMT. Like,
Yeah.
I just took
It's,
a tab of LSD.
Daenerys, you've managed to make the D&D equivalent of fucking ecstasy. Like, it's not. It's horrible.
Oh god.
And
She could go with
Lothric
Bram.
has Uralheimian flashbacks of war,
she
like
could sell
Vietnam
this,
for our
honestly.
time.
You could sell this. Yeah. So, as it's happening, at the very end of it, you all 3 pass out. You may all
Okay.
take a long rest.
Cool.
Yay.
And at that, we're
Yay.
going to take a quick 5-minute break.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean a 7-minute break. We'll be back at 9:30. We come back. Bo, Magnus, and Rue.
Hello.
You're all sleeping, and for the purpose of convenience, we're going to go to Aether, Daenerys, and Lothric. As you all are sleeping, it's very early in the morning. Lothric, Daenerys, and Aether, as you're all asleep, there's a very brisk on your door.
Do any of us wake up?
Lothric would be one to wake up, probably you two as well, Daenerys.
Okay.
I'll have Lothric wake up and then like, huh? Daenerys, hey, wake up. Somebody's at the door. And like, he'll like stand up.
She'll,
Who
like,
is it?
sit up with all her feathers ruffled.
So as you ask, who is it? There's another.
Answer before I open the door, please. Who is it?
Okay. So at that, you hear from the outside. 1 second. Hang on.
Not making this same mistake again. Fuck them.
you hear. Open the door. It's Oslo.
Daenerys like
Oh.
immediately stands up and runs to the
That's
door.
very well done, Cole.
Thanks. I grabbed a
I'm-
pillow from my real bed.
I'm actually proud
It
of
was
you.
wonderful to
He's gonna
watch.
go ahead
That
and
effect-
he's gonna go ahead and open up the door.
Okay. As you. In the dark of the morning, it's probably about 4 in the morning. You see the shadows from each of the torches lining the hallway, casting on Oslo's face, King Oslo's face. His beard is kind of long and roughed up. You see the long ginger hair kind of down. He doesn't have the ceremonial pin in it as he normally would to keep it up. He says, "Hey, good morning. I heard you got into a bit of a tuffle. Are you all okay?"
Good morning, Your Grace.
I
Uh,
believe so. Who are you?
Daenerys kind of pushes Lothric.
Just a second. Oslo kind of claps your shoulder, Lothric, and he goes, "Right, good one." And he kind of brushes past you and walks in.
Actually, I'm being serious. Who
Uh,
are you?
So he's not listening to you as Aether kind of steps out from the changing room. If I might ask, you look a lot like Daenerys. Who are you? And Aether kind of does a very, very elegant, perfect curtsy as she says, Queen Dorathian of the Floating Isles. And Oslo goes, "Oh, well, I'm sorry I'm not properly dressed." And he does a very perfect, elegant bow as he says, "I am King Oslo Basilius of Livlikar." And they both straighten up, and Oslo kind of like shoots you a glare, Daenerys, before he says, "Daenerys, Your Highness,
Yes,
I
Your
was not
Grace.
informed that your mother was here."
Well, I didn't know until I arrived at the inn. It's kind of a weird situation.
Alright, well, no need to be angry with you then. He kind of extends his hand to Aether. She takes it and he grabs it and kisses her hand as he lets go of it. It's very lovely to meet you.
Yes, she would like to travel with us for a bit. That is alright.
Very well. Just as long as she doesn't mind my daughter Kelsey. Aether kind of like blinks the sleep out of her eyes a little bit as she says, "No, I don't mind at all as long as my company is no hindrance on where you're traveling." "Of course not." Now then, Lothric, would you mind getting Bo's horse? He's out by the stable. I'm gonna go wake them up as well. I suggest that the rest of you stay in here. Lothric, I know that you're rather good at fighting, so if you get in trouble, just shout, scream, let it yell, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Alright then. I'll get to that. Lothric will go try to find Bo's horse.
Dusty looks like.
Yeah, no description. He's just gonna go look for a horse.
He's gonna try to find a horse.
Say something before he steals a
No.
horse.
No, you're not there. Metagaming.
Can
All
someone
right.
Please say something.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Last time
So-
I metagamed, you got in trouble. I got in trouble. Come on.
Daenerys just like takes a moment and she's like, Lothric, do you know what Poe's
yeah.
horse looks like?
I honestly have
Well,
no idea.
why wouldn't he?
Bo had a horse.
Lothric, you better get going. We don't have a lot of time.
Right away. Lava goes and looks for fucking horse.
Okay. Lothric, as you step out and close the door behind you, also kind of like, he's a mite strange. Did he get a lot of sleep last night?
So, Your Grace, Lothric may or may not have lost his memory in the recent altercation we had. We attempted to regain his memory last night using a Mimdelf spell, but that didn't exactly work out. We are having a bit of trouble, honestly.
Daenerys, roll a persuasion check. Oslo's going to make a intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw.
Your Majesty.
Oh, this poor bag of rocks.
Hey, don't talk about Lothric like that.
No, I'm talking about
We're
Oslo.
talking about Lothric. We're talking about Oslo. I want that on a.
Poor bag of
What'd
rocks.
you roll?
That's
Daenerys?
the 16.
16. He rolled a 19 on his wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Or intelligence saving throw. He lost his memory. How much does he remember? Does he remember his own name?
Well, he remembers enough to know who he is, but not enough to know who we are.
Shite.
Which presents a major issue moving forward.
I'd say it's a lot more than major. That's a pretty big fucking issue.
Yeah. I thought the Mimdelf spell would fix it, but
Well, I suppose we'll have to keep him traveling with us just to keep him in the know. I don't want him to be wandering in his condition,
right.
especially with everything going on.
Our whereabouts are kind of confidential, so
That's true as well. Right, well, you two stay here. I'm going to go wake the others up. Once we get back on the road, we can discuss this sooner, rather than
Okay.
later.
sounds good.
So, Oslo steps out and closes the door behind him as it closes the doors behind him as it locks. Aether looks at you, Daenerys, as she says, he has a rather unpolished mouth. And at that, Rue, Bo, and Magnus, as you're all sleeping, you hear a very brisk
Max is gonna pop up from the floor.
What?
From the floor.
Yeah, that motherfucker, like, middle of the night,
You're sleeping next to me right now?
middle of the night, onto the floor, blankets and pillow in hand.
Magnus, roll a dex check to see if you're spooning Bo. for
Okay.
me.
You might be holding onto my arm in your sleep. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, baby. Probably. Most likely. Like... 14.
Oh yeah, you're definitely spooning.
Am I big spoon, little spoon?
What are you doing?
Pops up.
You're big spoon.
Yeah,
You're big
baby!
spoon. Easy.
Let's go!
Rue's gonna kind of like
What?
jerk
What?
like aware, and instead of focusing on the knocking, she's just gonna stare at those at the other two on the ground.
I don't know. And he gets up.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, Oh, Your Majesty.
Okay, alright, I don't have to use the pillow. Awesome.
He
Okay.
was ready.
Hey,
Put your pillow back.
good morning. So I heard about Lothric. I also heard that you guys got into a bit of a fight. Want to make sure you're okay. We do have to make arrangements to fully rather soon.
Oh, fucking finally.
Okay. How long is soon? Question.
Right.
About an hour.
Fuck.
Wait, where's Lothric?
Lothric's getting your horse, and at that, Lothric.
Yay!
Yeah, baby!
So-
Pick one.
You walk out to the stables, and there are 2 horses currently standing there. One is kind of this black and brown, and another one is kind of just brown all over.
I'm gonna choose the black and brown one.
Okay.
Oh, shit!
Alright.
Oh, no!
Okay. So,
There you go.
with that, yeah,
It's the wrong
Magnus,
horse.
Daenerys, or Magnus, Rue, and Bo, you 3 are currently standing in your room. Ozzo kind of like brushes past you a bit, Bo, as he steps in and closes the door behind him. So we do need to get going here in a little bit. I just wanted to make sure you're all alright. I know that after fights, you can patch yourselves up rather well, but I heard that it was pretty dire, so I ended my meeting with the speaker of the table, and I came as soon as I heard.
This
I mean, we're all still
encounter was the
breathing.
closest. We weren't all breathing.
I'm
We
breathing
had a
now.
very close call with a team member being lost last night.
So, Rue, are you talking about Lothric or Magnus?
Magnus.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because you do seem to forget that Lothric also died.
I also forget that
2
Lothric
people
died
died
and
last
Lothric-
night.
A lot of people died last night, and I'm not doing. Rue's not doing well.
I think you just don't care about Lothric. That's what I think.
That's not true.
That's what I think.
No. No.
I see how it is.
We
Bullier.
we almost lost 2 members last night. All different altercations, but still extremely traumatic all the same. I believe leaving the city as soon as possible would be fantastic.
I do still have like 1 quick errand to run. It's just gonna be like pop in, pop out if we can do that on the way out.
What errand do you have?
Unfortunately, we can't stay in the city any longer. With you being all attacked, kind of gives up our advantage we had of having the king away from the matrons. Especially if 2 of you came to the brink of death. I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen.
I'm warning y'all now. Look, Yawthorn ain't any better. In fact, it might be worse. So, preparing you
Well,
for that.
with Yawthorn, we will be staying inside the inner sanctum.
We're gonna be what?
We will be staying inside the inner sanctum. I got word from Arnulf through Isabel. As you know, Arnulf didn't tell me. Keep me up to speed with all the details, lest I let my tongue slip. And Isabel, before she left, let me know that we will be staying inside the inner sanctum as honored guests.
Excuse me, I never
Cool.
been to Yawthorn. Is the inner sanctum safe? Is it like the capital?
The inner
area?
sanctum would be the capital. Yes, it's more of almost a small town built by the 13 table members. They all live there, rather than in Nawadu, where the speaker of the table lives.
Oh, that feels rather safe.
It is safe, I can assure you. That being said, I'm gonna go check up on Lothric, so get
Can
ready.
I come with you?
I suggest that you 3 stay together unless there's another batch of rogues or assassins. I don't want us
Doesn't even
spreading out too much,
Alright.
so I'll come and get you when you're ready. And he kind of
Okay.
opens one of the 2 doors, and closes it behind him. Daenerys, you are now alone with your mother.
Yep, I am.
Like you wanted.
Yeah! Well,
Woo!
Mother, I have a question for you.
Yes, Daenerys.
How long do you think it'll take to find Father?
So, she's been packing her stuff, like putting it in separate bags, separate satchels. And she stops and kind of like looks down. I don't know. And the truth is, I've never known.
That's what I was afraid of. I wanted to talk to you about something. And don't go telling my party about any of this. It's just being out here in the mainland is not felt the most safe. Some part of me wants to return back to the Isles.
I fully understand that. It's much less safe here than home, but Daenerys, I've never seen so much change come from a person than I've seen in you. And whether if that's here or your friends, I can't say. But I can say that from what I can tell, it's very, very good for you.
Yes, I agree with you. I think that being out here is a great experience. I love them all very deeply and hold them dearly. I just think that I can be making bigger changes by the side of ours.
Well, if that's the way you feel, then I can't tell you you're wrong. The least I can suggest, little brother, is that you see it through to the end.
Yeah. I just want to know what you think. I know you've been out here for a long time seeking Father, seeking answers. I feel like
Well,
some
I
part of
haven't-
me came out here seeking an answer too.
Answers are what we seek, as Dorathians and as Aarakocrans. That's intrinsic to our nature. The choice remains, Daenerys, up to you of what the question is. Mine is, could I get your father back?
Right. And mine is how we can bring peace among all, you know? I mean, it's utopian, of course, it's just... It's a hard one.
Yes, very hard. And I dare say, probably the hardest question anyone's ever asked.
Yes. So much differences. There's never... There's never even an easy suggestion to that question.
No. But we can save the philosophy for a later time. I think that you should stay here until at least the Akala, and if you feel that you would be better off at home, then I will see you there. But
You
until I
think
get your
that-
father back, I will not return.
Mother, do you think perhaps I could represent the House Dorathian in the Floating Isles more long term if the Akala goes well?
Well, I don't see why not. I know that the Urathians are more the political type, but they refuse, and at that she really rolls her eyes, to send any delegations to any other country. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. They can't
Yes,
really tell us
I
what to
agree.
do, especially if you're royalty. So,
I just think House Durathian has much room to grow.
I agree. Now, let's get our stuff packed before Oslo returns and
Of
casts that
Of
furry
course.
brow upon us.
Thank you for humoring me.
Of course. She continues packing. Lothric, you are currently untying a black and white horse from the stable as King Oslo approaches, as the sand kind of crunches beneath his feet. The early morning air still dark and cold and unforgiving. You are wearing your armor. Oslo kind of like looks over to you and he says, Lothric, are you sure that's the right horse?
Well, I believe so. I don't think I've ever had a description of Bo's horse before, and this one looks like it fits.
So he rolled a 3 on his history check.
God damn it, Oslo!
Alright, well,
Go on. Lothric doesn't remember, so he's gonna obviously pick the wrong one.
to be honest, I don't rightly remember either. So, if you don't remember and I don't remember, we'll just take both of them, and I'll leave a thing of gold where both horses once stood.
Alright. Where would you like me to take him?
Right, if you could just meet us, just right here, actually. I'll go back and lead everybody else out. Don't go dying again.
Understood.
Alright. We're gonna have to talk. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Kind of turns around and begins heading back. Before he... You both here. You 5 here, I guess? Just on your doors.
Rue's
Yep.
gonna go open theirs.
Yeah, Tanny will open hers.
Alright. Oslo's outside, and he leads you outside.
Okay. Beep, beep.
We are
Please tell me you
outside
found
now.
the right horse.
Right, we couldn't really remember, so we decided to take both, and I would just leave about the 300 gold where both horses once stood. So,
Are we gonna take the wrong one back, or are we just buying a whole
no,
ass
we're,
other horse for you?
we're buying the horse. And if they have a problem with it, well, I'm a bloody king, so... And he just keeps
You know what?
walking.
Go forth and conquer, your majesty. Oh, sorry, that was bad.
Oh, you gain inspiration. I really like that. That was awesome.
Yes!
Go forth.
That was
and
really
conquer.
good.
Bad choice of words.
I can imagine Tanny's mom just scowling.
Yeah, her mouth is agape. She's like, what?
It's a turn of phrase. I'm sorry. I'm a very blunt kind of person. I didn't mean to... Never
you know,
mind. And he just walks out. To
You're making
Dusty.
it worse for yourself.
So the
So
5 of you
why do you think
or
I'm
the
walking away?
yeah, the 5 of you reunite with Lothric as he's standing there holding both horses. Lothric, roll an animal handling check for me.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
19.
Oh.
19. All right, you managed not to set him off in any way. All right, so Oslo begins leading one of the horses as you grab the other one, Bo, and he turns to you all and he says, "So, the trail to Yawthorn will take us about 42 days, less than a month, luckily. That being said, there's going to be 2 stops along the way. There's going to be 2 villages, the first one will be Yolala, which, from what I've heard, used to be a goblin camp and then was turned into a village. So that might be exciting. And then the second one will be Inthro. And I'm going to post those both in the Roll20 chat, which Whoa, I'm not in? What the hell? Oh, I posted that
Whoa.
a while ago.
You haven't been in Roll20 this whole time?
No, I don't think so.
Shame on you.
I know, I'm horrible.
Ah,
Sorry,
Might as well
excuse me.
Chop my balls
Horrible
off.
DM.
Take me to an ant farm and dip my balls in honey.
I will.
RDM for you guys.
I-
Cat.
The look!
What?
I don't buy
The
jam.
look!
I buy honey. And I kiss them in the
What?
lips.
Alright.
She
What is
screenshotted
going
that.
on right now?
So, you may all begin to walk along the trail to Yolala.
La la la.
Shut the fuck up, Aaron.
All right. Got it.
No,
Put it.
don't, Aaron. It's funny.
I-
No, don't.
I was waiting for Aaron to do that. I was waiting for
That's
it.
not
The
that
intrusive
bad.
thoughts win. The intrusive thoughts win. I'm sorry.
Damn it. It's fine.
So good.
Alright.
Oh my god.
So, you guys will be traveling for 2 weeks. That means I need 2 rolls, but before we get to that, is there anything you want to do while on the road as the day comes to an end?
Probably eat. Maybe drink some water.
You know, the basic necessities.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Cole, does Lothric still have those motherfucking storybooks in the cookbook?
Does he have the
What?
stuff that he bought
Oh,
from...
the shit
I bought
you
from
bought? Yeah, you
the
still have that.
goods.
Yeah.
Please tell me they're not covered in blood.
No, they're fine.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
There we go.
Oh.
shot in the back.
And you did bleed out for like an hour.
The storybook that you bought is covered in blood, but the cookbook is fine. And the other storybook
I
is
bought
fine.
3 storybooks. Okay.
Fine,
one of
the
them is
other
covered in
storybook
blood.
is also fine.
Yay! I'm using those for RP opportunities.
Okay, good to know.
Oh no.
Thank you. What do you mean? Oh no! Stop degrading me.
It's
going,
your
he likes
kink,
it.
Shut up.
You know
I just-
you like it.
I know
It
that
was-
Lothric can't read, so I can't imagine that the children's book is gonna go well.
So, it was just a consideration, but I think I'm leaving.
Okay, so you're all on the road. Is there anything you guys want to talk to Oslo about for the first week?
Oh! Magnus is gonna bring
So,
up that...
Oslo, how was your... Oh.
Choose. One of you choose. Go, now.
Go, kid.
Alice. Alice.
Magnus is gonna talk to Oslo that his flower shattered.
Oh, okay. Oh, the flat. You mean the matron pin?
Yeah, we got caught in that fight, and I guess it shattered somehow. Just want to let you know, because you said, you know,
Did you
not
manage to
lose it.
save any of it?
Did I? Bah.
I don't know. You're a fucking little.
Yeah, I would have.
goblin
Yeah,
fucking
if I
pro
found it
child.
on the
Would you
floor,
have?
yes, I would have.
Yeah, you found a couple shards.
Yeah, I'm gonna scrounge out the shards out of my bag and be like, this is what's left of it.
So as he's like on his horse, kind of just trotting alongside you as you guys are walking and probably bow riding. Hey, let me see those and avert your eyes for a moment. Can't let you see the secret to my family. So he grabs them and before you know it, he says, "Right, open your eyes."
Okay.
And in his hand, he's holding a little fucking emerald bud of a flower that's beginning to sprout. And he says, that should take about 2 years to grow back, but
That's
should
so
that ever happen,
fucking
let me know.
cool!
Yes, well, like I said, we've been tending to these for generations, so
Thank you, I appreciate
they are
it.
magic.
Obviously, however, but like, I'm not gonna put it there again. Where the hell am I gonna put this thing?
Dick.
No! No!
Don't.
Magnus is going to spend the next 3 days.
Prince Albert piercing!
Not with the flower, dude, no! God
Yeah.
damn. Magnus is gonna spend like the next 3 days meticulously thinking of where he's gonna put this pin.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else want to talk to Oslo about nothing, or Kelsey about something?
So, Your Majesty, how was your luxurious stay here in Nawadil?
Bit posh.
Yeah.
Luckily, the speaker at the table doesn't condone slavery. Fortunately,
Yeah.
all the members do, but he didn't have any slaves, so I didn't have to live and sleep with that.
That's a little comforting.
Okay,
You're not gonna like it in Yawthorn then.
No, I won't, but I can't really decide the will of a people. That's not my own, so I'll deal with it.
Doesn't lore question? Doesn't Live Liquor have like a really bad slave rate
That's
as well, or
underground,
is it like
isn't
it's underground
No.
slave trade, right?
Live Liquor was the first statedom in the Empire to outlaw slavery.
Okay.
They have, however, they have an underground slave trafficking thing. That's what you were almost sold into.
Okay.
And so what they do is they take slaves from like around the Empire and input them into Live Liquor and then export them out so that anybody looking for them loses track, because Live Liquor is really in depth. Basically, there's a lot of places they could be.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One more thing, Your Majesty,
But I
While we're
believe
there-
I told you all to stop calling me Your Majesty. Just call me Oslo, please.
I'm sorry, it's a habit and I actually respect you. Oslo. When we're in Yawthorn, I would like to branch off from the group for just a couple minutes.
Well, that's not gonna happen, considering that 2 of you almost died. So no.
This is to see my family. I need to. Please.
If we use like the buddy system, could it be arranged? Hypothetically. If not, that's fine.
Yeah, if someone could come with me.
I would be fine with letting you go to, say, within shouting distance, to be alone. But I'd rather not lose any of my newly appointed matrons before we get to the Akola. The lives of my people are at stake here.
I know, but I need to see them. This is the entire reason why I asked to stop by, and I have something I need to do there as well.
I can assure you, you will see them. My answer is final, though.
All right.
Right.
So Magnus is gonna go
Okay.
talk to Kelsey.
I want to talk to Oslo. I want to talk to Oslo.
Okay. Okay, do you know you're still pressing the push to talk button?
I'm not pressing the push the talk button. The damn fan is getting picked up. Just let.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You're okay. So, Magnus, you want to talk to Kelsey, and Tanaris, you want to talk to Oslo?
Ooh-wee.
Tanaris, you can go first, because Magnus already talked to Oslo, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Your Majesty,
Yes, how can I help you, Tanaris?
I just wanted to let you know I've made my decision. I would like to be a representative for the Floating Isles at the Akala.
Really? That's
Yes.
fantastic! I'm sure that they'd love to have you.
I'm quite excited about it.
Are there any thoughts on establishing a permanent embassy? I know that you bought that land and the estate in Cobalt, but it would be fantastic if we could have an embassy from the Floating Isles. I mean, I know that probably the Emperor wouldn't mind being closer in contact with his neighbors, assuming that he doesn't try to conquer you, of course.
Of course. There are thoughts about it. I have to consult with the Floating Isles, of course. But for
Right.
now, there is going to be at least closer recognition with the House of Athian and the Empire.
Well, that's fantastic, and I'm truly excited. That's amazing. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Yes, of course. If there's anything I need to prepare, I would love to know.
The only thing you should need to prepare are answers to questions they all might have, like what are the floating isles, who lives there, what is the
Right.
population, those kinds of things.
Got it. Is there anything I shouldn't tell them?
Well, that's probably better left up to you, considering that,
Right.
you know. Oh, I mean, a good choice not to tell them would be we're completely open and conquerable.
Yeah, that's not true.
But yeah, just try not to tell them things that would offset them or make them angry.
Of course.
Other than that, only speak when asked questions. A lot of the priests from Ankuin can get rather antsy around newcomers, especially when they have different religion or those who practice druidism. Right. Under no circumstances are you allowed to practice druidism while we are in Ankuin. Is that understood?
Okay, and Anquin is where the Akala is taking place.
That's correct. It's
Does this restrict my
unfortunately
magical abilities in general, or just my druidic powers?
anything that can be openly seen as ritualistic or druidic in nature.
Okay.
They're on a conquest to phase that out.
I
Vyzen,
see.
our patron god, is not allowed to be referenced or worshipped in the holy city or the holy state in either.
Right.
Who is? Rue's gonna kind of overhear and like step in. Just for a sec.
Well, honestly, it's. Let me get the
It's important. I need to know.
Those that aren't meant to be talked about would probably be Vyzen and Balon, Uthis, Kier, or even Aelia or Emir. Gods forbid you talk about Emir.
Do they forbid elemental practice at all?
I'm honestly not quite sure.
Okay.
So say Typhus would be acceptable in the holy city.
Well, sorry, I thought you were from Anguin, Uru. You should know these things.
I'm sure the rulings have changed quite a bit since I've been.
Right. He kind of just brushes past that. Tithys is only accepted to be worshipped when it is in the name of Verona. As you know, going to a temple, Tithys has no temples in the entire empire. She's only able to be worshipped in the presence of Verona, being as she's the creator of all monsters.
You could see like Rue kind of just like clench her jaw a little bit. She's like, right, of course, thank you. She kind of backs up and just minds her own business after that.
And that's
So-
just the human pantheon.
So,
What
Arslan,
about the Dwarvish?
do you?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, Aaron.
You're okay. Do you have an idea of which spells are outlawed and which ones are not? I have a list of everything that I know. If you could just let me know which ones I can use in the cities, I would appreciate it.
I'm many things, Daenerys, but a spell weaver is not one of those. I'm
I
sorry,
thought-
I have no information.
That's okay.
And to answer your question, Bo, the Dwarvish Pantheon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, last time I heard, was only able to be worshipped in the north part of the state, in the free portion. The Elvish Pantheon is not allowed to be worshipped anywhere in the Empire, of course.
It's not very fair, is it?
No, well,
Sorry. I'm sorry. Oslo, I got a big question. What is like this is a lore question. I'm sorry. If you can't tell me, this is fine. What is up with the racism in the Empire? Like I already know there's slaves. I already know there's prejudice. But what is it with people in specifically calling elves demons? And I point over to Rue.
Where to begin with that?
That is something I
Oh.
have never understood.
oh,
Where to begin with that?
give me a
Do
moment.
you want me to not? Do you not want me to ask that? I feel like I
That's-
fucked up.
That's a big lore drop. That's
did
a
you see
real
the-
big lore drop.
Did you see the coal face? I haven't seen
I
that face in a
did.
little
This
while.
is-
That was good.
I saw the color drain
That's really good.
from his face.
This is a
That was-
lore drop
oh,
that
man.
I've gotten, and Cole and I talked about it for 3 hours.
Oh,
Holy shit.
It's
Thank you.
it's
Thank you so much for pointing me out in my existence in this huge racism talk. This is gonna be so great. I
Yeah.
love it. I love being here.
I'm sorry. Okay, this has been a burning question, and I don't know.
The funny part.
other than
The funny part. Rue doesn't know. Rue has no idea why people hate elves.
I don't
I've
know
got no
either.
idea.
Neither does Mo.
It's like people hate me and I don't know why.
Neither does Daenerys. Daenerys knows nothing.
I feel like Magnus knows the
Just-
story.
Yeah, audience. Cole looks like he was just told the worst thing he could possibly.
Yeah,
be told in his
Cole-
entire
Hey
life.
Cole,
Cole's-
you look like a
he just-
little bit more distressed.
No. So fucked up.
Just said fuck.
The amount
Cole,
of
if need
how
be,
much
we
does
could just
Oslo
say
know
God of
this?
Time rewinds just 2 seconds, and we could just not have.
It's
the
not a lore
question
drop we're
answered.
ready for.
No, I want
Okay.
no, I want this to be answered.
So, I'm gonna leave it up to a roll on Oslo's end.
No.
Would he even
As in, this is gonna make him angry.
just
Uh oh. I think I fucked up.
Shh, silence. I have to know this.
I think I fucked up.
So, Oslo, as he's trotting along, kind of slows down his horse and he kind of cranes his head and then looks up to you, bro. You can see that the past few days, for speaking with the speaker of the table, he hasn't gotten a lot of sleep. There's like deep bags under his eyes, and he looks very tired. He kind of like looks into your eyes with his deep brown eyes and the kind of red hair enveloping his head. The reason people from Livliker call elves demons is a long in arduous history. But the short of it is that a very, very long time ago, when
Okay.
man first landed on the shores of Livliker, they encountered something. And the tale has been lost to time, and I tell you all this because I trust you. I must let this be known. Under no circumstances is this to leave the group that is here today.
You have my word.
Of course.
Good. Because if it does, you'll be hunted down and killed.
Oh, okay.
When man made landfall on Livliker, at least as my grandmother told me, they met with elves. The Empire itself has rewritten history. They claim that men were the first to live here, to claim the title and the land that was Astelborough and Livliker. From my great-great-grandparents down to me, I've been told, and the story's been passed, that elves were here first. Upon a major migration to some unknown land, they left behind what we know today as the Drow. I'm sure Bo, and most likely you, Magnus, have some connection with Drow, being from Yawthorn and the Ashmore, respectively.
My adoptive mama is one.
Bo, has she ever told you about the Undercities? The great, vast cities in the hollow of the earth that they would live in?
She didn't really like talking about it.
Well, he looks over you all again and he says, remember, you absolutely cannot let word of this leave.
Promise.
Like I said, you have my word.
Won't breathe the word.
Under Alathor is a city. One such. Made of drow and other kind. As far as we know, it's been abandoned for about 300 years. Maybe more. And when I say abandoned, I mean that 300 years ago, my ancestors waged a war upon the drow that lived there. 300 years before that were the men that made landfall and started a war longer to memory than any other we know of. Man, we eradicated the two other cities in Livlica. From what I've heard, it was nothing short of genocide. The term demon comes from an ages past line of propaganda that was started to justify the killing of the drow. We know of 3 cities in total beneath Livliker. One of them is beneath Cobalt. One of them is beneath Alathor. One of them we only have heard of through written messages and scripture. The racism towards elves, Rue, is not as present in the rest of the statedoms. So you may rest easy. And you have my sincerest apologies for any that you may have experienced in my own.
Or just kind of stays like just solemn and quiet. Not quite meeting like the gaze of anybody.
If I were allowed to make this information present to public, I would. But once again,
Why don't we partition the Empire at the Akala for this?
he kind of grows silent, and you see that his jaw begins to feather as he clenches it. Under no circumstances are we to discuss this in any capacity. The reason I know this was because my own grandmother was vocal. She was killed because of it. No one, not even the royal families or leaders of statedoms, are safe from history being rewritten the way the Emperor and the Nerolian family see fit.
I can't believe this.
Luckily, there were two major cities that the Empire at the time, Astelborough and Solili, which was once a part of Livlakur, made treaty with. The ones that live down there now are only the most heedworthy and steadfast group, the ones that swear to take over the surface once again. The rest have moved up to the surface and are now citizens of the Empire.
So the only ones left in Lenarol are maybe a few drow in the room, if we're lucky.
Yes. Apart from ones that have migrated or come from a neighboring country, yes.
So, do these great undercities still exist, to your knowledge?
They do, as far as I know. Like I said, the ones in Livlakur have been abandoned for time immemorial. The ones in Solili and Astelborough are still inhabited and it's still traded with, as long as we... Well, as far as I know, they're traded with. They're still part of the Empire, but they refuse to do anything about it. They still see us as enemies. We are only at a ceasefire currently.
Is there an embassy in the Empire?
No. Not only would the remaining elves never stoop so low, but the Emperor himself would never allow such a thing.
Of course.
Even then, there's not enough to make an embassy.
I'm sure
Oh,
there is.
God.
I only ask because I'd love to know how to contact them.
Well, you can always follow a trade route down, I suppose.
Of course.
Rue. We're not letting that happen to you. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen again.
It's not gonna happen.
Besides,
So is
I don't really think they'll even believe you if you tell them that you're 36,000 years old. To my knowledge, the first landfall of man was about 1,000 years ago anyway.
No, and that's not knowledge that I'd like to widely spread around.
I still
think
can't wrap my
I
head
think the
around it.
demon accusations would heighten perhaps a little bit.
Aye, that's true. Although I have been making steps forward on trying to flush that out from the vicar. You met the matron of Asimov. He's a half elf. When I put him into position, several controlling parties of the different areas were furious, but I think they've grown to accept it.
I'd hope so. He's a good man.
Well, let's just hope. Again, this shouldn't be spoken at the Akala at all, so hopefully there should be no issues.
Absolutely none, as long as we're all sure that no matter what, this does not leave here.
Well,
This dusty trail.
Of
outside
course
the
not.
outlet.
Like
But
to
I
not
do have-
cause trouble.
I do have a kind of a burning question at this point, Oslo. Is it safe for Rue to be there then?
Oh, of course. I mean, they're gonna see a purple blue elf and wonder what the hell's going on, but
she's still technically a citizen of the Empire.
other than that, and she's a matron, they won't dare question me, as long as we don't give them a reason to question.
Alright.
Awesome.
I apologize for bringing that out, but it's been something that's bothering me.
It's quite alright. Like I said, you've all earned my trust almost as close as my own daughter has. Almost.
It's fascinating to learn history of your own kind when you weren't technically there. I just wish it went better.
Sorry, isn't that all history?
Well, sure, but not everybody, not all the elves were around for 36,000 years.
That's true. Rue, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear God.
Oh, here we
I'm
go!
sorry, what?
And we're gonna shake, shake, shake some more.
Da, 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 da. Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Hang on.
Oh no.
Hold on, what's my... Okay, that's not that bad. Well...
Let me look at my spells.
8?
Fuck.
No.
Fuck.
No. You feel the wall in your mind shatter a bit more as some memories of a couple hundred years seep in. Every slow ticking second, every painstaking conscious moment. You're gonna take.
God damn it. Thought that plus 6 would save my ass. It
No. No.
Rue.
I always like to assume anything under a 15 is bad.
No, yeah, it...
Did Rue just die? Hey Rue, how many hit points do you
No, it's not that bad. You can take
No.
31 points of psychic damage, though.
Jesus Christ!
Ow!
Sorry, this is a Wendy's.
Okay.
Not on my turf, boy.
Okay,
Don't
you're
you
jailed.
fucking use
Call
boy in
this
front of me.
boy.
It's a Burger King.
Boy.
Legend of Zelda dice is jailed. I don't want Rue to go fucking insane.
Insane in the
to
brain.
your attention. It is 10:33. I don't know when we're ending though.
I know it's 10:33. We're gonna stop at 11.
Okay, thank you. Just wanted to say.
Unless Aaron and Austin,
Austin?
are you guys able to keep going?
I would like to go to bed now because if we end at midnight, I only get 3 hours of sleep. I
Okay,
have to be
sounds
up
good.
at 3 a.m.
We can end now then.
We end with Rue taking 33 points, baby.
31.
31. That's right. My bad.
All right, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, follow and like on both platforms. And bye, stream.
Bye,
Bye,
stream.
stream.
Bye,
Alright,
stream. I hope you enjoyed that
genocide. Woo!
fucking Lord
Oh,
bomb.
genocide.
Oh, we love lore.
Oh,
Lore.
I love lore.